Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. Today I'm gonna do something a little different. I've seen a few other people do this type of video, like Lauren May Beauty, and I think Sarah Rose has done one or two. It's kind of an anti-haul, but I basically am gonna go through my makeup wish list that I have right now, which some of it is like new products, some of it's just stuff I've wanted for a long time and just never bought. And instead of being tempted to spend a lot of money on some of these high-end products, I'm going to find alternatives that I already own in my collection. So a lot of these are not straight up dupes for products on my wish list, but I just kind of went through my collection, found items that I feel like at least give me a similar vibe or feeling maybe when I'm using them. So it's kind of a way to shop without spending any money and still maybe kind of scratching that itch a little bit of feeling like you have new fun things in your collection without having to spend any money. And at the end, I also have a few items that are not makeup related, so stay tuned to the end if you want to see what those items are. I'm excited to do this video today because I really do want my channel to not be just about promoting buying and going out and trying the latest and newest makeup. I really want it to be about focusing on using what you have, being appreciative of what you already have and what you've already spent your money on, and just being a little more thoughtful about spending habits and makeup consumption in general. Also, shout out to my sweatshirt. It is Valentine's Day next week, so I wore my little I Heart Books sweatshirt. This is from Inkwell Threads. I will link them below. I have so many of their sweatshirts and t-shirts. I'm like a book nerd, so I love all that stuff, but this is so cute for Valentine's Day. So if you want to see what my wish list alternatives are at the moment, then just keep watching. Alright, so before we get started, I feel like my hair is like out of control recently. Like, I don't know, it's very staticky right now. I've really struggled with like shampoo and conditioner. I've switched them 3 times now, and I just feel like I don't know what's going on, if it's like the winter weather, but it's like I wash my hair and then the next day like I feel like my scalp is already getting like greasy again. So I don't know, if you have any solutions for that or ideas, let me know in the comments. But let's jump in. So the first item that is on my makeup wish list is I have everything on my computer off to the side, so that's why I'm looking off to the side, is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Dewdrops. Now these, they just always look so intriguing and like refreshing, but a bottle of it is $34, which is just too much money for a skincare item that doesn't seem fully necessary. So instead, I purchased this a while ago. It's the Essence Hello Good Stuff Glow Serum Primer. And I feel like this gives, I mean, I don't know. I will say too, I have never owned or tried any of the items on my high-end wish list, so I can't speak to if the products that I'm choosing as alternatives give the exact same effect or feeling, but I like to think that this is probably a pretty similar consistency and feeling as the Glow Drops. And $34 versus, I believe this is $5.99 if you can get your hands on it. I mean, it's a pretty good alternative that I can kind of use. If I decide one day I want to spend the $34, then I will, but until then, I have a $6 alternative. The next item that I've had on my wish list for a really long time is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter Glow stuff. I don't know, it's just always been on my wish list and it's always looked intriguing, but a full bottle of it is $46, which again just seems like a lot for a basically like a primer slash glowy product. And of course, as everyone knows, e.l.f. came out with their own version, the Halo Glow Liquid Filter, which I do own. I will link my e.l.f. haul below that I did in the last month or two. And again, just the price comparison, this is a little pricier from e.l.f. This is $14, but it's still cheaper than getting like the mini size of the Charlotte Tilbury. I think the mini size is like $16 or $17, and this is $14. And from what I've seen of all the videos I've watched, people do say that this is pretty much a dupe for that. So I feel like this will last me a really long time. I've been enjoying testing it out this month. It is in my current Shop My Stash everyday makeup drawer, which I will also link that video below. But yeah, so that is a good alternative for me right now for the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. The next item that has been on my wish list for a really long time, I feel like this is like old school YouTube makeup like product, is the YSL Touche Eclat, the like brightening pen. And again, I don't think this is a dupe at all, but I like to think that the effect and just like the packaging is at least semi-similar. It's the e.l.f. Flawless Brightening Concealer. And the YSL pen is $38, which that just is insane to me for any type of concealer that I'm pretty sure you would go through pretty quickly, especially when it's in like the click pen form. I feel like I fly through these. So $38 versus $6. And sometimes you can even get e.l.f. on sale at Ulta or on their website, so you might even be able to get this for cheaper. I've been really enjoying using this under my eyes, and I kind of always put some in the corner right here, and I do feel like it kind of helps brighten my under eye area. So I definitely am a fan of paying $6 versus $38. The next item that has been on my wish list recently that I added is the NARS Laguna Bronzing Cream. It just looks so creamy and nice in all the videos I've watched of people using it, like Jessica Braun. It just looks like it goes on so smoothly and blends out so nicely. But again, that $38 price tag is just, I don't know, it's so hard for me to spend that much, even though I know it would last me a long time and it clearly has good reviews. But I already have in my collection the Makeup Revolution Ultra Cream Bronzer. And I feel like this has to be pretty similar to that. It's the same circle pan, it's a cream bronzer product. The color might not be exactly the same, but I feel like this color works really well for me. So why do I need a $38 version of this when I already have an $8 version? And again, the Makeup Revolution brand you can get at Ulta, and a lot of times it'll be, buy one, get one 50% off, or if you buy a couple items, you can use the $3.50 off $15 purchase coupon, that kind of thing. So yeah, this has been really nice. I've really enjoyed using this. I have the light shade, which I do feel like isn't necessarily like super light, but it works for me, and I've been really enjoying this. So I think for now, I can pass on the NARS bronzer. Okay, so the next item on my wish list, which I'm realizing a lot of my items are Charlotte Tilbury and NARS. But the next one is obviously the Charlotte Tilbury, the Hollywood Light Wand. And everyone knows already that there are some dupes out there. And from what I've seen, the best dupe that people have found is the Flower Beauty Spotlight Wand. I have this in the color Gleam. The way I like to use this is usually I'll do my foundation and my concealer, and then I will put this on the tops of my cheekbones and like anywhere I want to highlight before I do my powder. I feel like on its own, it's like a little much for me for every day. As I've said before, I do have just a regular office job, 9 to 5, 5 days a week. So, I'm not trying to go in there like really lit on my face, but putting this underneath my powder, it does still kind of shine through just a little more subtly. So I do enjoy this. And again, the price comparison, the Charlotte Tilbury wand is $42, which I'm just like, why? I feel like they raised their prices recently. I feel like the last time I looked at this, it was like $38, and now it's $42. And also, I feel like they're also always sold out. This one has also been hard to find. I did find this I think I got this at Target. I could be wrong. I think I got this at Target. And I think this is like between $14 and $15. So the price difference is like insane. So I definitely recommend trying this out. I don't even feel, even though the Charlotte Tilbury one is still in my wish list, this is probably the one item where I feel like I'm going to take it off my wish list now, and I really don't feel the urge to ever buy it now that I know that this is out there. The next item on my wish list is, again, another kind of throwback to some old school YouTube, I feel like. It's the Laura Mercier Caviar sticks, the eyeshadow sticks. And I've had like mini versions of them as like gifts with purchase or like using Sephora points, and I have really enjoyed them. But I recently discovered the e.l.f. No Budge shadow sticks. And I do feel like since I have tried the caviar sticks before, I mean, it's been a while, but since I have tried them before, I feel like these give me basically the same effect at a much cheaper price point. The Laura Mercier sticks are $32, whereas these, I believe, are $5. I have the shades Perfect Pearl and Magnetic Pool, and I feel like these are really nice everyday colors to use as either a base for your shadow look or just a one and done all over shadow look. So I've been really enjoying these, and again, these are another item that I feel like I can fully take the caviar sticks off my wish list now that I know that these are out there. Okay, so this next item I definitely feel like is kind of a stretch. But like I said, I'm not trying to do straight up dupes. I'm trying to shop my collection for potential alternatives. I'm sorry if you can hear the siren. Yeah, so I'm just trying to find potential alternatives that will give me at least a similar look or feel, even if it's not the exact same quality or like color story. So the next item is the Charlotte Tilbury Luxury Eyeshadow Palette in Pillow Talk. I just feel like those colors are 100% what I wear every single day. I love the pink and neutral eyeshadow look. It's perfect for if, you know, just an everyday look, but still looking a little glammed up. I would feel comfortable wearing it to the office, but I could not get over a $53 price tag for a quad of eyeshadow. That's just insane. I don't care if I would like use the crap out of it and completely use it all up. I don't know if I'll ever be able to justify spending that much on 4 tiny eyeshadow pans. So what I have instead as an alternative that I already have in my collection, and again, the colors are not exact matches or dupes, but I feel like it's the same color story and like theme of everyday eyeshadow looks that I enjoy while still in a quad form. It's the e.l.f. Bite quads. Again, not the same colors at all as the Charlotte Tilbury, but I have cream and sugar and rose water, and I do feel like at least these, you know, combined or separately, they still give me the same pink neutral look. And if anything, they offer maybe a little bit more variety, because the Charlotte Tilbury one really does not have a deeper shade in it. It has like a matte brown, like medium brown shade, and at least these have the darker shade on the end that, you know, I can use in my outer corner, I can use as a liner. So I really do feel like I can get a one and done look just using this quad, whereas with the Charlotte Tilbury one, I probably would have to pull in another eyeliner or another shadow to kind of deepen the look if that's what I was going for. I don't think I'll ever be able to justify spending $53 on a quad, but maybe one day if I could, you know, get it as a gift, or I had a gift card or something like that, I would maybe consider it. Let me know if any of you have tried the Charlotte Tilbury quad and if it's worth it at all. I've seen a lot of mixed reviews, but it's still just so tempting. But yeah, let me know what you think. Oh, and I don't think I mentioned, these are $3 a piece. So $53 versus $3. I mean, you could literally buy probably every single one of these, and the price of all of that combined would still not be the $53 of the Charlotte Tilbury one. So just some food for thought. All right, so another item on my makeup wish list that I do feel like I have a straight up dupe for is the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara. I have used it in the past. I have had mini versions, I've had a full-size version, and as everyone knows, e.l.f. is just like on their game recently. Like, they're on the train of let's just try to dupe all the things. And so I do have the new e.l.f. Lash and Roll Mascara, which I am wearing today. I do feel like it does a really good job of like really lifting and holding the curl of my lashes while keeping them separated. I also really like the brush. It's slightly curved, as you can see, and it is the like plasticky bristles, which I feel like works really well with my lashes. And again, the roller lash I think is like $25 or $28 for a tube. In the past when I've bought it, I've always gotten it on sale, or like something as part of like the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. I've gotten it through there. And then I believe at one point I also had a full tube of it, because at Sephora, I do think this is a good deal that they have at Sephora. They have like a mascara, like, I don't know what you call it, like trial pack or something, where you spend, it's like $30, but you get like 5 or 6 mini mascaras to try in it. And then it also comes with a voucher to get one of the 5 that are in there in a full size. So it's kind of like you get to try before you buy, except for you're still paying $30 to try all the mascaras. But I think that is a good value. So that's where I tried that before, and I do like it. I just cannot justify spending more than like $12 to $15 on a mascara, just because you go through them so quickly. You're supposed to replace them every like 3 to 4 months. I usually make mine last more like 6 months, But again, a $28 price tag compared to, I believe this is $6 if you can get your hands on it. I know it's been hard to find recently. I feel like I can finally take the roller lash off my wish list, knowing that this is out there and is basically a straight up dupe. The last makeup item on my wish list currently is the NARS lipstick. I don't know if there's like a specific name for it. It's just like the OG NARS lipstick and like the classic black packaging. I've just always wanted to have a full size of it. I have had mini versions, and of course, like I kind of swatched the colors in Sephora before, and like I really like them. But $26 for a lipstick I don't think is terrible, because lipstick for me does take a long time to go through, and I don't necessarily wear it every single day, even if I have like a really wearable color. So I still could see myself eventually picking out one that's like special to me, or that I feel like would be a really good everyday lipstick color for me. But again, as we know, e.l.f., duping everything they can left and right, came out with the O Face satin lipsticks. I do feel like the packaging is very similar. I mean, you've got the nice matte black packaging with the name on the side. You take the lid off, it's nice and pointed. It has the e.l.f. like logo, like names etched into the tube, just like the NARS lipstick. And I do feel like this is a really creamy formula. I have the color Dirty Talk. I don't know which of the NARS lipsticks this would be the most similar to. It's hard for me to tell online. I'm not the best at matching the colors online, and I feel like they're never the same in person, so I don't want to say one or the other. But this is just very similar. I will say a lot of people have commented that paying $9 for an e.l.f. lipstick does seem like it's getting a little out of hand, and while I don't disagree, I also feel like that's a pretty comparable price range for a drugstore lipstick. You look at like CoverGirl, Milani, those lipsticks are anywhere from $8 to $12. So I feel like paying $9 for one, even though it's from e.l.f., which I know historically has always been known for like really affordable, cheap makeup that still works really well. Like the quad's $3. I mean, you cannot beat that. But I still feel like this was worth $9. I also, just the packaging alone, I mean, is that not the most satisfying thing? The magnetic closure, I love it. I just feel like this is going to be really nice, especially in the spring and summer. This nice kind of like dusty pink color. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm still going to leave the NARS lipstick on my wish list for now. It is quite a price difference, but I don't feel like $26 is like outrageous. I mean, I have bought like MAC lipsticks in the past, and I feel like, you know, price range, it's similar. And if it's a good quality and lipstick is something that will last a long time, I might be willing to do that one day if I want to treat myself or ask for it for a gift. So that is all of my makeup wish list items that I feel like I have at least found alternatives for in my already existing collection, so that I won't be tempted to spend a lot of money on high-end products. I know a lot of my alternatives and dupes were e.l.f. makeup, but I just think that's a really great place to look in drugstore makeup that is good quality and still probably one of the cheapest brands out there. Just something to think about if you are seeing all these videos and like all these new products come out and you're just like, oh my gosh, I just want to buy it all, but if I did that, I would spend like $400 at Sephora. Just take a look around of what you already own. If you have something that's a similar color or a similar texture, I think you can justify it to yourself holding off on spending the big bucks. And if you still are having that shopping urge, maybe you can find a cheaper version of something that will help you feel just as fancy as buying the high end. So the last items I want to talk about are not makeup related. It is workout clothing. I do own quite a few pieces from Lululemon, and I will say, I do think Lululemon has good quality pieces. I think it's worth looking into if you are committed to like really working out or a certain type of workout. Some of it is worth the money in my opinion. I have a pair of the Lululemon leggings, like the classic ones. I paid full price for those. Those are what, like $100, $109. I bought those probably almost 4 or 5 years ago, and they still look brand new. They hold up, they don't stretch out, they fit perfectly, they wash and dry really well. So I do think the quality is there. I just also know that it's a lot of money to spend on like one item for workout clothing. I think the leggings honestly might be the only items that I've ever paid full price for. I usually am able to find either something on sale at Lululemon, or I do ask for gift cards a lot for my birthday and Christmas, so I will use gift cards to kind of offset the price of something. But I do have a couple pieces that are Lululemon that I also have found very similar options for at a few other places that I wanted to share. So just to like think about other things to look for when you're out shopping, like this is a Lululemon crop top. I'm pretty sure this was like $38 or $40. It's just like the most basic little see-through crop top. This I got, I don't know, maybe 6 months ago at Target. I think it's that All in Motion line, and I'm like, this is basically the same concept. It's, you know, the little textured see-through speckledy fabric. It's not quite as cropped, which actually I like better, but I'm like, these, you know, that's a pretty similar idea. And this, I want to say, was like $15. So I mean, literally half price. So Target, the All in Motion line is a really great place to look for Lululemon dupes and alternatives. Similarly, from that All in Motion line, I have some sports bras that kind of give me the same vibe as the Lululemon sports bras. So this one I've had for years. I've always loved the pattern on this, but just like kind of the detail of the strappy back and the thicker band around the bottom gives me a similar vibe to a Lululemon sports bra with the thicker band on the bottom, and then the same, it's not quite the same, this is more of a crisscross strappy back, whereas the all-in-one motion one kind of links at the top, but it's a very similar concept. And again, I can usually find the all-in-motion items on sale or clearance. I'll kind of go scope it out, and then if there's something that I like or that I'm like, that looks just like a Lululemon thing, I'll just go back to Target like a month later, and it's usually on sale or on the clearance rack. I think normally they're about $58. So I do think they're high quality. I will say that, just like I said about the leggings. I think pretty much everything I've had from Lululemon has held up really well, performs really well. There's no like snagging or tearing or even the fading of colors. Like this is still just as bright as the day I bought it. But it's like $58 versus I probably paid, I don't know, less than $20 for this. And at the end of the day, it's a sports bra. Another place you can look for some Lululemon dupes is Old Navy. So like, for example, this is a Lululemon tank that kind of is open in the back that you can, you know, do the tie. Ooh, what is that? Okay, that was just like a fuzz. That it's open in the back and you can tie in the back. This is not showing up super well on camera, but it'll kind of be that open back. And it's just a white basic, this is more see-through tank. Here's an Old Navy one that I bought. I have this one from Old Navy in like every color. It's pink, it's still a little sheer and lightweight, but it's literally the same style back. You just, you know, you would tie it. So it's like, and I'm pretty sure I got these on clearance at Old Navy. So probably like $10 to $12 for this, versus I'm sure their typical price for tops is usually like $38 for something like this. So it's just, it's crazy. Like you can literally find things for half price if you just keep your eyes out. So that is everything that I wanted to talk about in today's video. I feel like it was maybe a little all over the place, but I just kind of wanted to throw out some wish list alternatives. I know this is the time of year, you know, after the holidays, I'm not doing a straight up no buy, but you know, after the holidays, you're trying to like not really spend a lot of money in January, February, but that's also when it seems like a lot of new makeup is coming out and I'm always tempted. So I think just kind of taking a look at my collection, comparing it to things that are coming out or that I've been wanting to buy, kind of gives you some perspective of like, this is not what I need to spend money on right now. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe and I will see you in my next video. Bye.